Hey beauty chameleons, welcome back to my channel. I am Tasha, and in today's video we're gonna do another shades of fall or autumn inspired looks. And this look I'm just inspired by the changing of the leaves colors, going to your rust, your umbers, and orange look. So you're gonna learn how to do a very nice wearable look again for my wearable beauty chameleons out there. And the shadows I'll be using in this video is also from Raving Beauty Cosmetics. The colors you'll be seeing me use in this tutorial is one called Dark Truffle. The other one is called Morocco. It's kind of like a burnt orange color or a burnt umber. And then the lighter two of the shadows I'll be using is cinnamon, and it looks like cinnamon. I should call this like a sugar and spice video, but this is called cinnamon. And the other one is called Venetian Mask, which is a beautiful lid and highlight color that I recommend everybody to try out. But if you'd like to learn more step by step on how I created this look, stay tuned and keep on watching. Okay, let's get started. For this nice fall look, we're going to begin priming your lids using the Smashbox Photo Finish. So I already have my lid primed and my eyebrows filled in. If you'd like to know how I do my eyebrows, I do have a video playlist on my YouTube channel, which is InHop76. And I think I have a basic way of creating the brows. If you want to know how I create my brow shape, definitely check out that video. But let's move on with the tutorial. Now the very first color I will be using is called Venetian Mask, and this is from Raving Beauty Cosmetics, and it's a nice kind of a pearlescent or luster shadow that we're going to be using on the lid. The brush I will be using is a Sigma, and it's a flat brush, and it's their SS252. So we're going to start with that brush on our lid. Simply tap just a little bit of that mineral shadow onto the lid and just lightly grab that onto the brush, just like so. And then we're going to pat this on the lid area, the eye, and the inner corner. So just kind of dab it on to avoid any fallout. But isn't that a really pretty lid color? And you want to blend it slightly above the crease, just like so. Now that we have our lid color all on top, we're going to move on to some shading colors with the same brush. The next shade I will be using, these all look like little spices to me, but this is called Cinnamon. Kind of like a cinnamon spice. We're going to take a little bit of that color and tap it into the lid using the same 252 brush. And we're going to actually just create some color in the outer corner of the eye, kind of creating a V shape. But you really just want to pat a little bit in the outer colors and kind of blending that brush back and forth to create almost a gradient finish to this eye color on the lid section of our eye. So see, it kind of looks like a cinnamony color moving from that Venetian Mask all the way over. But that's all we're going to do with that color. It's actually going to end up getting blended out anyway, but that's what we're going to do there, just a little color in the outer V of the eye. And we're going to move on to the next color. Now with the next color, you probably want to switch your brush to a smaller dome shaped brush. This is my NARS, and this is number 12, but it's a small dome shaped crease brush. We're going to be playing with this beautiful color. This is called Morocco. It's a nice kind of a burnt orange or burnt red color. I'm going to start off with just tapping a little bit into the lid so I can have a little bit to work off of. And I'm going to take that brush and tap off the excess, and I'm going to start outlining the crease of my eye, mainly in the outer third only, and just placing the color on. So it's going to look kind of weird right now, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and switch to our 217 brush, grab a little bit more of that color, and we're going to start blending out the crease a little bit more. And I'm going to blend all the way to my brow on the outer corner, and then lightly releasing pressure off the brush and lightly blending almost up to my brow bone, but not all the way to. But you can end up with this warm finish to this eye color, which is really pretty for a fall inspired look. You can also blend the excess in the inner corner of the eye just to give the eye area just a little bit more depth. But just blend back and forth like a windshield washer, just like so, until you get that color on. Now what I would recommend is grabbing just a little bit more of that color and going in the inner portion of the crease, just kind of stamping it like so, and blending it just a little bit more. But once you got it to about there, you're pretty much done with Morocco, and we're going to move on to our lid area or highlight area of the eye. You can simply take any matte shadow. I'm going to use my Lorac Nude. You can use MAC Vanilla, whatever is your favorite nude shadow to highlight. Using this right there. Make sure you grab a clean brush, otherwise you'll have a lot of red on your lid like I did before. But I'm just going to simply use that color to blend out any edges of my eyeshadow, inner corners and so, just like that. And then the last thing I'm going to do is take a little bit more of the very first shade, which is that Venetian Mask. I'm going to take a little tap using my blending brush, and this is my Sigma 224 brush. It's a little shorter than the MAC 222 brush, or 224 brush. I'm just taking a little bit of Venetian Mask and tapping it off, and I'm going to use that as a highlight for the peak of my brow only. So once you get a little bit of that color on, just kind of tap, tap, tap like so, and then lightly blend out only in this area right in here. Now, the last thing we're going to do is take my favorite shadow from them, which is the Dark Truffle, and I'm going to use that as a shading shadow, just to create little death-like on this side. It's a little bit more darker and smokier in the lid. We're going to do that on this side. Now you want to grab any of your favorite angled brushes, and for some reason I don't see my angled brush. Ha ha ha. It doesn't love me anymore. It disappeared. Ah! Angled brush. Found her. Now I'm going to take a little bit of that Dark Truffle that's left in the lid, and I'm going to take it and line it along my lower lash line, just in the outer third of the eye or the quarter of the eye, and start flicking it upward. And this is going to cause or create a shading effect in this outer corner of the eye. So see, it's already starting to look a little bit more defined. And then I'm going to grab just a little bit more of that Dark Truffle. I'm placing it into the lid of my jar, and I'm going to grab my smaller dome-shaped brush from NARS and grab a little bit more of that color, and we're going to shade a little bit more in the innermost portion of your crease. So simply just lightly tap on that color in this section right here, and you want to blend in a windshield washer motion. That's easy for you to remember. It's my favorite thing for me to remember to do. And blend away. Now we'll move some of that color a little bit further up, just so it's matching the other side of my eye as well. And then you can also take a little bit more and just create a little bit more shading in that inner corner of your crease as well. Once you have that done, just grab another fluffy shaped brush or dome shaped brush, and this is the actual MAC 224, so it's a little bit longer, and there's no shadow on this brush, but I'm simply going to take that brush and just kind of blend out the crease area, just so it looks very finished and not so harsh. Let's see how that's blended out fairly well. Now we're going to move on and just kind of reset that lid color, because when working with darker colors in a crease, you may notice that the lid color gets a little darkened or deepened because of the shadows fall on top of that. So we're going to revive that. So go ahead and grab that Venetian Mask color along with that flatter brush we used at the beginning, and just grab just a little bit of that color, and we're going to tap it just on the center portion or the center portion of the eye area, just to brighten it back up. So now we pretty much have the upper portion of the lid done. We're going to move on to the lower portion. So grab that angled brush again along with Dark Truffle, and we're going to use that to line the lower lash line. And I'm simply taking the brush and filling it in at the root of my lashes, and then smudging it down along the lash line. And then once I have that done, I'm going to take a little bit of Morocco, which is that burnt orange or red tone, with the same angled brush, and just kind of lightly go on top of that, just to create a little bit of a little bit more interest to the lash line. So it's not just a straight brown, it's kind of like a more of a burnt brown. And then last but not least, with the same angled brush, I'm going to be taking a little bit more Venetian Mask, and I'm just going to work in the inner corners of my eye, just like so. And you take your pinky finger and lightly blend that out. But once you completed that, you're pretty much done with the look. The last thing I'm going to do is go line my lash line, and the line I'm going to be using is my favorite from Wet n Wild. And then I'm also going to be adding on my Ardell, and these are the 120s, the demi. I'm going to add that to my lash line, my mascara, and I'll show you what I do with the finishing touches for this look. Okay, so welcome back. To finish off the look, I added those Ardell, and they're the 120 demi. For this look, I used my Lorac mascara, and it's the Special Effects mascara by Raving Cosmetics. It has the prime and then the mascara on the other end. And for my cheeks, I decided to use my NARS bronzer, and the color is called Casino. But I simply applied it just using my angle brush and applied it along the cheek area, moved my way up. And for my cheeks, this time I decided to not break out NARS's Orgasm. I decided to break out one I haven't used in a while, but this is called Lovejoy. And it's also like a nice bronze warm tone that you can use to lightly add an instant autumny glow to your cheeks. So it's a really pretty color. And for my lips, decided to do something a little bit different. I broke out my Rimmel pencil, and it's called it's the 1000 Kisses by Rimmel London, and the color is called Coffee Bean. I'm going to simply line my lip with this color. And you're probably wondering, why are you lining and filling in your lips? Well, basically with lip glosses, I like to wear lip glosses a lot. Sometimes lipstick just does not work for me in the morning, but when you line your lip and also fill in your lip, the lip liner works as a base to help hold that lip gloss on longer. And when that lip gloss decided that it had its time and it's finished, at least you'll have a tint of lip color left on your lips until you touch them up. So that's one reason why I do the pencil and lip lining fill in, but I'm using the Rimmel Coffee Bean. And the lip gloss I'm going to be using, I'm breaking out my Smashbox lip glosses. I love these, you guys. This is 35mm, one of my favorite glosses, especially for fall time, especially when I want to wear more earthy tones. It's just a gorgeous color to wear. And I have to tell you guys, Smashbox lip glosses go on very smooth, and they're not like sticky, you know. So I love that. But that's pretty much the look, you guys. Now, if you're wanting to know, if you didn't watch the whole video, you want to know what product did you use on your look for this tutorial, please look in the info box below. There will be a link to my blog for this tutorial showing you all the products I used for this video, and just a little closer up pictures and swatches of the eyeshadows I used from Raving Beauty Cosmetics, and so on and so forth, and where you can find it. And also, if you want to chat with me on Twitter, definitely follow my Twitter page. I will have my Twitter link below, and I'll also have my link to my Facebook fan page, which will also lead you to my Beauty Chameleon Facebook page as well. And there you can leave requests for tutorials that are pretty general, or just if you have requests for different product reviews, let me know. If you just want to say hi and how you're doing, definitely do that as well. But you guys, I am all set. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you all in the next video. Y'all have a great week. Bye.